Hey everybody, and welcome back to another casted game here on Age of Bison. We had some audio shenanigans out earlier, but I think we are ready to go, and I've got kind of an exciting one for you. We've got Big Remix, a longtime member of this community, and I believe this is the game that he said was very momentous for him. You know, he's been trying to increase the ranks, and he said that this one's an absolute blast. So I'm joined here by Stefan. And Stefan, how's it going?
Doing good today. Doing good. Excited to watch this match with Remix.
Exactly. Great guy. And I'm just going to start. We have here on the map of Finland in the right corner, we have Frederick, aka CC. TXT is the name of the player, playing as the Germans on Finland. Up north, we have the Aztecs. Yes, this is a different flag. Yes, I know the average Age of Empires 3 players confuddled, confused, enraged, and perhaps aroused unintentionally by different mod flags, but please bear with me that the Aztec looking civ is in fact the Aztecs. And with that rambling over, Stefan, what are your thoughts on this matchup, this map, and any kind of experience in this corner?
Yeah, I mean, with Remix, I know of him, been a long-time player, reasonably high level. I mean, he's sitting at 1200 scrub. I don't haven't run into him, so but it is something I have been around. But this should be an interesting matchup between the Germans and Aztecs here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, both these civs are pretty high rated. Some people would say Germany is overpowered. Some people would say Aztecs overpowered. From what I've seen, both of these civs have some really great matchups and some really bad matchups. But this one is fairly even, perhaps slightly Aztec favored, but definitely, not extremely tilted one way or the other. Someone may disagree with me, but statistically, they're very close, and they have been for a long time. So with that, the first Aztec card coming in, opening up with a market, one house, and of course a community plaza with the warrior priest dancing. Looking at his deck, no anti-water. This looks fairly standard for me. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Stefan?
The Aztecs are in a bit of a funky place right now. I know, it's been over 3 months since our last patch, but it still feels like they're kind of unsettled after the latest rounds of nerfs. So, yeah, this looks. It has a lot of temple cards in there, is kind of the most interesting thing to me. A lot of Age 3 temple cards. So, looking at, going for a lot of the upgrade paths for his warhead units. But I don't know if that's optimal.
I don't either. Again, there's a lot of contention, I think, with Aztecs for how strong they are. They definitely, both of these civs are kind of on like the upper level of performance. Whether they're S tier or A tier remains to be seen. And looking at the German deck, this looks like a fairly standard German deck. I really don't see anything out of the ordinary. You've got all the important cards, Ulan, Sellar, wagons. The two Sellar wagons, pretty useful when you expect to be an Age 2 a lot. And again, with the extra wood shipment, this is definitely a guy that is expecting to have to brawl in Age 2. And, again, the Aztec deck, on top of these upgrade cards, he has all of what you would consider a rush or Age 2 play card necessary. Here in Aztec, the only card you don't see as much is Kalmakak, which did get nerfed, like you mentioned. Although I regret to inform you, it's actually been 6 months since our last patch. But this used to give a warrior priest, which was effectively a free TP because of the speed when he. Oh no, is he? He's not idle, is he? Or he's working on it. Okay.
He's got it going.
Yeah. With that though, the opening for Germans looks completely standard. Getting a TP in transition, aging up with the quartermaster. I don't even know why I bothered looking. We know what it is. Again, Germany, for all of its power, is fairly settled civ, right? So it's going to be up, I think, to Aztecs to kind of work around the German build order.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, very much standard looking semi-FF treatment from Germany. Like you're saying, it's got the cards in it for a longer Age 2, but he doesn't want to sit.
Right.
Yeah. Aztec will be the wild.
And 500 coin, 2 shipments. I'm going to guess it's going to go with Mayans right off the bat. Yep. Oh, 700 wood first. Okay. I'm probably trying to get what resources for houses and slingers after this goes up.
So he's gone forward with his war hut, so we are going to see early aggression here.
Nice. And
we got the Maria Teresa skin walking around.
Yes. CC. I really enjoy like some of these historical skins. Yeah. She's moving a little fast right now. Obviously, she's a little worried walking through the forest when you've got the Aztec explorer and his Pokemon army running around. But yeah, this is scary. You know, again too, like when you're a civ like Germany, civs like Aztecs can be really frightening because you don't always have the best scouting capacity, right? Because their explorer will kill your explorer, so you can't be too aggressive. And until this, 2 Yulons come out, like you're kind of blind, right? Now, of course, these 2 Yulons will handle this explorer pretty decently. Yep, and he's going to have to run. Oh, he already popped the big button for Jags.
Got the Jaguars. So if those Jaguars get, a couple kills here, and if they start snowballing, it's big.
Yep.
Ooh, oh, they get one. Or did they go to the...
Nope.
Oh, there's Bones, yep.
And already, I mean, again, looking at these stats, again, the Jaguar Warriors now, they do promote. Oh, CC goes down because of some...
CC goes down.
And again, like, if you're the German player, like, you have no idea what's coming other than kind of, like, hoping you understand what Aztec's doing. Where if we look at Remix, I mean, Remix has full map vision for the most part.
Control, yeah. Not control, yeah, but vision, pure vision. And he's got the whole con javeliniers in.
These units are so crazy. I don't know what to say. They're just like super musk. Again, look at the attack speed, right? And you realize these don't cost any population. 185 HP, 185 HP, 4.5 speed, a really good range attack. Oh, Coyote's already out, and man, this is looking pretty frightening. Let's see what Germany, does here in response. I mean, Germany can definitely hold this, but pikes into Jaguars, probably not the answer.
No. I think he was expecting more Coyotes. That's way too many pikes against, Jaguars and Vulcan. But yeah, like you were saying, there's not really any prediction of what he's going to get.
Yeah, this is, I mean, look, he's already built a tower and base, which is a good idea. Crossbows coming out, they're just going to get eaten alive.
Yeah, there's too many lovely Coyote runners up and around right now. So I don't know what Germany could pull out at this point. Sending 3 DOPs by the look of it. That's not a bad option.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
He has
not there he comes.
Popped. He has not yet popped his minutes, but I don't think he's going to get that last batch from the...
No. I mean, he's popping minutes now, but, his stuff is not really coordinated.
No.
Yeah, Aztec is just... it's swarming.
Missing the timing here. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I mean, these DOPs will come, but... And he's doing a great job tanking with the settler wagons. I mean, this is obviously someone that's played a good amount of Germany. Looking at this, I mean... Aztecs are kind of having to back off, but you're at 22 vills, including the ones with the settler wagons. Yeah, but look at that. Look at the kiting of these javelineers.
Yeah.
Oh, and now the Ententen are in. Good job there. He gets them right on top. Like, they're so fast. I mean, Aztec, they're so good in the hands of a player with like good APM or good micro, just because the fast attack animation on these units. If you're paying attention, this can really just be beneficial. But ooh, there goes the racks, and that is huge. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Germany's got nothing left. They've got no TP. They've got 8 crossbow, or they're shipping just 5 Yulons. I mean, that's... Oh, no.
I would have gone with the 8 crossbow there,
right,
just for anything, but...
Because, yeah, you get the crossbow, plus you get the 2 Yulons, so you still get a little bit. Ooh, Souther wagon down. Out of food, out of resources. I mean, this is... This
Yeah,
is looking
you do
pretty
not
rough.
want to ever be fighting with Sellar wagons. They are not great fighting units, and they're too valuable to want to lose. So that's a desperation move.
Exactly.
And
Like,
this we're gonna see one more house go down, and once that house is down, Germany's basically can't do. There's no real chance of recovery because there
no.
won't be any more shipments coming at that point.
Yeah. And again, the Ulans, I mean, they're doing a good job here. And like the Sudler wagons are tanking, keeping the spears off. Like, he's doing everything he can. But again, the Coyotes are boom,
And OTG, yep,
murder. She wrote.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, that was brutal, Stefan. No, that was. I think we spent more time messing around with the audio to get the OBS to work. Uh,
Yeah, that was a brutal age too. It shows that for all of the, Aztec adjustments and nerfs that have happened, they are still a really nasty age 2 rush civ.
I mean, they are. And I think in the case of like I said, Germany is at the highest level. There's a pretty solid argument to call this Civ an S tier because you're right. You can, if you would have shipped 8 crossbow, timed it with Minutemen, had some Ulans, thrown out the settler wagons to tank like he was doing, right, and everything worked.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance that this game looks a lot different. But the thing about Germany and what makes a Civ like Germany so difficult to balance is because one tiny mistake, it's over. And this is exactly what
Yeah.
happened here. I mean, it's not that TXT played bad, and it's not that Remix, was playing like an OP overpowered build. I mean, this is a very popular, well-known build. He just slammed in and made no errors, and the German players' timings were off. And just like that, I think Remix is just able to just power his way right through.
Yeah. I mean, it's a topic of fairly consistent discussion in, the Sunbros server is that, the feeling that Germany is overpowered really only emerges at that very high level because of how technical and how precise you have to be with the Civ. Like, it can be oppressive when you have it down pat and you've really built up those mechanical skills. But for, 99% of the population, and even when we're talking about, we're talking about 1700 here, we're still talking about very high level, but slightest desync, couple seconds off with these timings. The thing is, I'm watching this, and I think the 3 DOPS is actually a great shipment to send there because they're all bunched in close. You can throw out all those tanks, and he got the 5 crossbow pop. So if he had a 5 crossbow pop and the 6 minutes and the 2 Ulans and the 3 DOPS all pop at the same time, I think he would have cleaned up that very easily, and it would have had the anti-cap against the Coyotes. But little timings cause that problem, and when you're dealing with such a large mass of units that have come in there like the Aztecs had, like Remix came in with, that's what kills the game. And it's Remix slammed in really, really hard and was playing really well with those Javelineers, really excellent use of those Jaguars right at the start, popping those out. That's not something you typically see as, your first move when you hit to age 2 is not usually, okay, now I pop the Jaguars. Jaguars are kind of viewed negatively in the general meta sense of the game. So to pop that out, to deal with a couple Ulans, defend his, War Chief, take out that TP, excellent play.
It was, really, I think Remix applied the strengths of Aztecs to just kind of quickly, kind of like almost like boa constrict, like you said. I mean, he kept the line of sight off so that way it was hard for Germany to guess what the perfect timing would be, right? He rushed him. He took out the trade post to decrease the chances of getting, sucker punched by one of Germany's very powerful shipments in any age, right? And then he just squeezed them out, kept up the pressure, kept wave after unit. And I think, this is the strength of Aztec. I know they nerfed their H3 play, they nerfed their H4 play because it kind of sucked to play into, to be honest. I totally understand that, but Aztecs are not a dead civ if you want to do rushing. And I think if you're up against Aztecs, like, you need to be aware of all of these weird units and how they, on paper, they may look kind of bad. Like, if you look at these stats, that's not the most impressive, but then you realize how fast they are, how efficient they are because they're faster attack, how massive the mass of them can be so quickly, and then how they all complement each other together just to completely overwhelm even a civ like Germany that some would claim is quote unrushable, right?
Yeah.
So I think that was just an absolute just slaughterfest, but at the same time, that's how you get up. You know what I mean? Like the player with the better understanding of their civ and the better understanding of their opponent's civ makes it. And I think with that, that's why Remix, you know, he just hit 1700. He came back refreshed, did his homework on Aztecs, and now he's climbing. So you know, there's a lesson in this for all of us.
Yeah.
So I think with that, unless you have any final thoughts, I will take us out.
No, I think that covers it nicely.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you ever see Remix, make sure to congratulate him on 1700. Get it, Elo can be fickle, so he may not be 1700 the next time you see him. He could be 1819. He could be, you know, 1500. Either way, we've got some documentation that just a great positive member of this community, you know, achieved his goal and he was quite happy. And of course, too, if there's any audio issues, let us know. OBS was being notoriously cranky this morning. Or this afternoon. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this short, sweet cast. We got more in the hopper, and I will see you all on the next one.